Number 7, stoked. I'm gonna keep it simple today. Just do a couple of warriors. Do some arm variations within the warriors, just to like do a whole full body stretch. Keep an open mind about this kind of yoga. Do the best that you can. There's a lot of right ways to do yoga, so don't worry about it if it looks a little bit different than mine. What feels most important to me is your breath. So as long as you can take feel good, full, complete breaths in every pose that you're doing, then you're doing it right. So get to the bottoms of your exhales and get to the tops of your inhales. And then other than that, just try your best to do something for yourself every day. I think if we can all do a little something for ourselves every day, this world's going to be a whole lot better, better place to live in. So give it a try, share it with your friends, your family, and of course, if you have any feedback, please leave it, positive, negative, whatever you got, give it to me, I'll take it. We're going to start in child's pose, so your knees can be together or they can be apart. You can rest your forehead on the mat or your hands on the mat and your forehead right on top of it. Just find a position that feels comfortable. And if your hips are sticking way up like this, that's okay too. Just try to get to a place where your head can relax. And if you want to put some cushion under your head or under your belly or under your butt, you're welcome to do it. Let's just take 5 breaths right inside of this shape. So inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Like you're fogging up a mirror. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Cool. Stretch your arms out long in front of you. Come out to a plank position. So shoulders right up on top of your wrists, and then just go back to downward facing dog. You could bend your knees as much as you need to. I think that feels really good. Try to relax your head. If you want to move it around, if that feels good, you're welcome to move it around. And then walk all the way to the front of your mat until you can hang in a forward fold. Let your knees stay bent, your head and your arms heavy. And just really slowly roll yourself up like you're pushing the floor away with your feet. When you get to the top, roll through your shoulders. Inhales, lift them up, and exhales, let them fall. Just kind of relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the head, and relaxing the neck. And just put your hands on your hips. You're going to keep your right foot where it is. Step your left foot to the back of your mat and come to a warrior 1. Keep your hips side by side and just try the best that you can to point them forward towards the front of your mat. See if you can get equal weight in both of your feet. Your back knee might be a little bit bent. And then as your feet push down, scissor them towards each other like you want to close your legs. Lift your right arm up and drop your right hand behind your back so it goes right between your shoulder blades. You could take your left hand on your right elbow and pull it back behind you if that feels good. Or you can sweep the left hand behind your back and try to make an S-hook grip with your fingers right in between your shoulder blades. Try to get taller in your waist, taller in your lower back, and just take 3 big breaths. And then your last one, open it up into a warrior 2. So take a nice wide stance. Try to keep your front knee right up on top of your ankle. And then you're going to take your right arm and swing it underneath your left, crossing at your elbows, and then crossing again at your wrist for eagle wrap. If this feels like a weird version of twister, you're welcome to hold on to your shoulder blades instead. That feels good. Just try to keep your feet, both of your feet, with equal weight on the mat, and then press into the pinky toe edges of your feet. That way the inner edges of your thighs can start to open away from each other. Trying to get taller in your lower back, longer in your neck, and just stay easy through the shoulders. Keeping your hips low and pulling your fingers away from your hips. Take a big inhale, big exhale, big inhale, big exhale. Now take your right forearm on top of your right thigh. Stretch your left fingers forward, bicep frames your face, and then look up over your left shoulder. If you'd like, take your left hand behind your back and look for the inner thigh with the palm of your hand. Try to keep rolling your chest open. Let the belly stay in nice and tight and breathe into your chest. Full inhale, full exhale, full inhale, full exhale. And take your left hand, release it to the inside of your right foot. You can keep the back leg lifted just like this, or you can bring the back knee down to the mat. Try to stretch your arms away from each other and look over the right shoulder. Keep the belly in, breathe into the chest. Take a full inhale, full exhale, full inhale, full exhale. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release the right hand down. Step back to an upward push-up plank, and then downward facing dog. And when you get to your downward facing dog, just walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat. One more time. Let your knees bend a little, let your head hang down. And really slowly roll yourself up like you're pushing the floor away from you. Inhale, roll the shoulders up a few times. Relaxing the shoulders down. And then hands on the hips. Keep your left leg right where it is. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Let the knees stay a little bit bent, especially this front one. The back knee can stay a little bit bent so that you really push your feet down. Really trying to connect with the ground instead of with your hips, your inner thighs, and your legs. Those are big muscles, so the knees like to take all of the effort. Try to keep it in your feet. Left arm reaches up, left hand behind your back. You could take your right hand on top of that elbow and pull it back behind you, or you can sweep it behind your back, making the S-hook grip right between your shoulder blades. And again, you can breathe in any way that you want to, any way that feels good, just as long as you're taking big, exaggerated breaths. Take the left arm this time, underneath the right. Again, you can hold on to the shoulder blades if you want. It's kind of like you're making out in middle school, right? Then stretch your arms apart. Pull your left arm up. Interlace your fingers. Try to take the non-dominant grip, so opposite thumb, opposite pinky. Big inhales. Big exhales. Big inhales. Big exhales. And slowly release it down. Left forearm right on top of the thigh. Right fingers over. Try to get really long from your foot all the way through the tip of your finger, all the way through the roof of your mouth. And if you want, right hand behind your back. Big breaths. And release the right hand down. Flip the back heel up. Again, you can keep the back leg up. You can bring the back knee down. It's totally up to you. Full inhale. Full exhale. Trying to keep your belly in when you twist and breathe into the chest. And from here, stay where you are with your back knee, your right hand and your right knee pushing down into the mat. And then step your left foot back so that you can come to a balancing position. So the right knee's down, the right hand's down, and the left arm reaches up. You can keep your left foot on the floor. You can lift your left foot up. You can reach the left fingers forward. Totally up to you. Try to smile when you're doing it, and try not to take yourself too seriously. Absolutely normal if you fall down. Let's go to the other side. So come to that tabletop position, and then roll over to the left side. breath more important than the shape that you're doing, just because the shapes don't really matter, but the way that you treat yourself inside of the pose, that matters a whole lot. So try to keep treating yourself well. So just come to a kneeling position. If this feels wildly uncomfortable, you could totally sit on your butt instead. Just see if you can sit up tall. And as you're sitting here, see if you can imagine how just as much as you're being held down by gravity, you're hanging away from the ground. So as if you were hanging off of the ground, like hanging off of your butt, what kind of lightness might there be when you're sitting? And as you're sitting here, I just want you to take an image of yourself. A really clear image. And it might be you right now, it might be you in 10 years, anytime. It might be you 10 years ago, 30 years ago, who knows. You take an image of yourself, and I just want you to think, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be whole. And just keep thinking that over and over. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be whole. Easy, complete breaths. And then I'd like you to take an image of somebody in your life that you love. And do the same thing. A really clear image of them and just think, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be whole. And just however you can relax your hands, your feet, your shoulders, your hips, keep sinking into the ground. Take another image of a person, somebody in your life that there's some friction with. I'm not going to say somebody in your life that you hate, but someone you're having like a problem with in your life, but someone you know. Just get a really clear image of them and send it over to them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be whole. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be whole. And just think it a few more times. Say it over and over. Just finding as much softness as you can. One more, just think of a person in your life that maybe you don't know very well, maybe just an acquaintance, maybe someone you saw for the first time this morning. But if you can, get a clear image of them. And just think, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be whole. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be whole. And just to seal it off, bring it back to yourself. Get yourself a clear image of you. And just think, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be whole. And just take your hands together, bring your thumbs to your eyebrows, and just think, may there be peace in my thoughts. Hands to your lips. May there be peace in my words. And hands down to your heart. May there be peace in my